Good morning and welcome back. Today pretty early, you can see sun still a little way from coming up. I've got the car here with the lights on because I actually don't have any lights in the loft at the moment. Just basketed up the birds. It is a lot lighter in here than what it looks pretty dark on the video, but managed to get the two baskets full. I'm going to get them in the car. I was going to take them out to 40k, but by the looks of it, I'm going to get them out to 70k today, hopefully today and tomorrow. And then that's it. They should be ready for the truck next week if we get round to that point, which will be pretty close now. So let's get moving because we've got a fair drive ahead of us, and we need to get these birds up there ready just on sunrise to get them moving so we can get them back. Got a tiny little bit of rain coming in around about lunchtime, so the birds have got about five to 6 hours to get home. But I think they should be fairly right. So let's get in the car, let's get this hour drive out of the way, and see you guys at the release point. Okay, so we're out at 75 kilometers. Going to get the birds and sit them on the ground for a little bit. Sit them for about 15 minutes. I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more sunshine. The sun's nearly up, so we'll give them 15 minutes, see if the sun's up anymore. We've got a bit of cloud cover north of us, but you know, shouldn't be too bad. There's a little bit out there, but we've got 4 or 5 hours before we get too much rain coming in. Oh, there's some heavy pigeons in there. Must be those Vanderbilts, I reckon. So we'll give them a shot. I'll probably set them out a bit better in a second when I put the camera down, so I can set the camera up. We'll get them out. Not the most ideal spot. The spot that I did want to toss, there's houses there. There's so much development up here. It's crazy. Last year we had a really good spot, but this year we're sort of tossing from freeway runs down there, so hopefully they'll go up, head straight down home. Let's go, let's go. Let's get these baskets in and get on the road. Hopefully we can get back before them. Well, we definitely will. There they are there. Let's get moving. Okay, so we're back home. As expected, no birds are back yet, but I'm sure they will start turning up over the next few hours. Hens, there's a couple of hens in here, the ones that are injured, we didn't toss them, they're sitting it out. Beautiful weather at the moment, so I'll wait for them to come in. Not too fussed they don't come back super early. They're all learning, it's their first toss, of young birds, so we'll just hang around and see as they come back through the day. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half, nothing's come back yet. It's not too, you know, I'm not expecting too much just yet. That is their first toss and their longest toss yet, or their first longest toss. So it's not, we've done 5 20-kilometre ones, and then we stepped it out to the 75. So generally what happens here, we've got to get past that gauntlet, which is probably the roughest part for them in front of us. Most of the babies here too young to toss, so we set them aside last night. But what I'm going to do is put some little rings on them so that I can identify them. This morning you've seen it was quite dark, and I didn't want to accidentally pick the birds out that haven't been out to that distance yet, so I'm just going to either put an orange or a green or something very bright on them, just so I know that these guys are not ready for the basket. We have been loft flying them with the older ones, which we'll most likely do this afternoon if we do get any birds back, which I'm hoping we will in the next hour or two. But we'll stay tuned. Let's get some rings on these little guys, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some birds back while we're doing it. Okay, so most of you guys are asking, where's Little Storm? Here she is here. She's actually been in with this bunch of younger birds because I have been loft flying her. She was over with the older birds until we separated them last night just for this toss. I've put all the rings on them now, so you'll see that on their little legs they've got a pink one, and then they've got their yellow one. So anything with the yellow ring we just won't be tossing. We'll loft fly them as much as possible, hopefully get them all together with the old one. So Little Storm's here, that's her. You'll notice she's got the grey ring on her, which is like 2019. She's still here. We're just loft flying her. I thought, why not? She's been here quite a few, 2 years something now. Probably a year on this property and then over the other one. So I thought, there, we'll start loft flying her, and she's really enjoying it. She's still got one more flight to drop, so she's still looking a little bit scruffy around the edges, but she'll sort of tidy up a bit as they come along. And then we've just got a few more in here to sort out. That one there's got the yellow ring on it. That little grizzle doesn't have any rings on it. We can't mistake him because he's the only one. Best Kittle hen at the back. She's doing quite well. Was hand feeding her yesterday, which is good. She's settling in well, and she's a beautiful little hen. And then we've got these ones here, which I'm not loft flying these ones just yet. These ones are Storm Cross Shock, so the first two that we've bred from them, so we'll see how they turn out, but they're looking really nice, so I'll keep a close eye on them. And the only other hen that I am not tossing that's in perfectly good condition is this one here. She was storm paired up to the red checker Vanderbilt mix cock that we've got. We did have a nest mate that was a red checker, but I'm keeping this one not so much for a stock bird, but what we might do is breed off of this year, see how the babies go, and then maybe we'll just keep her back and fly her next year as an older bird, which would be good. So at the moment she's sort of just loft flying for the time being. Seems to be working well. I just wanted a few more birds. Don't know about Storm. The babies haven't done that as well as what I'd hoped for this year. They've done really well for my friend who's 80 kilometers more closer to the race points for me. I'm way back at the back. So well, we'll see how they go. They've definitely been struggling a bit, but Vanderbilts have been doing really well for us. So that's why I crossed Storm into this Vanderbilt. Just so we've got her, we can cross back into someone later on this year. She's getting on now, so that little hen, so we might be able to breed with her. And I did give this a really good clean. You'll see the difference between that and this. So I've been scrubbing this a little bit, so I thought I'd give it a bit of a try. And I might go through, clean the loft and scrub the whole thing maybe this weekend, mix a little bit of chlorine in the water and give it a really good clean. If I can get it, I'll get it cleaner than that. I might try and get in a bit of a routine of trying to do that now, just to take off that real scruffy kind of droppings that might embed in the water a little bit. We can try to scruff that out and disinfect it. So I'll get in for a clean probably a little bit later this afternoon. I just want to see if any birds come back, and I've got a few chores to do around the house, so we'll just hang around and hopefully something comes back soon. Okay, so the first bunch just dropped in. It's been maybe 2.5, 3 hours. Not too bad for first toss. We'll go over and have a look who's there. I'm just doing a little bit of burning off at the moment. Lots of jobs around here on the property for you that used to follow my old channel. But we'll go and see who's over there at the moment. Come on, let's go and have a look at the pigeons. Okay, so let's have a look and see who's back. Got a little black baby there from the black pied hen, a couple of red checkers, muleys. Quite a few Vanderbilts there I see as well, which is interesting. Come on. Oh yes, big muley cockbird as well. One of my special ring race birds. Don't think there's any ferals in there, but we'll bring him in. Come on. Come on. Come on, you two. A few more doing some laps. Come on. Probably about half the birds. So what I'm going to do, got a little special mix. They're all having a little bit of a drink. I'll top that up with nice fresh water from before. Vanderbilt, that's a Vanderbilt as well. Vanderbilt, Leon Storm baby, Vanderbilt, Leon Storm, Vanderbilt. So interesting. I'm not getting too carried away. A few Staff Van Reets. Surprisingly, none of the dark checkers from Shocker here either. So give them a light feed. I'll just keep feeding the batches as they come in, just so they've got a nice little snack. Come on. Nice little mix in there, just for my birds. And as they come in, we'll give them a bit more every little lot. I just want to make sure that all get a little bit of food in their belly, because they will be din tossed again. We may set them out for a loft fly, but that's how many we've got back now. All right, we've got another one back in, one of Shock's dark checkers that he's bred. Come on. It's back by himself, so I think they might have got maybe hit by the hawks, falcons or something, split them up a little bit. The weather's no rain yet, so still might get a few back in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come in, have a rest, mate. Good job. So I got a few back. We've got around about 10. It's probably another 20 something to go, but they'll get there. Learning their way back. This guy looks like he's in pretty good nick. It doesn't look like he's been hit by anything, but very nice looking cockbird. He wants to have a drink. Come on. Come and have a drink, come on. You've done well. I'm very impressed you come back by yourself. And I actually think that's very important. I don't want you to be a follower. I want you to break away, come back by yourself, which is good. We've still got 3 more of those checkers to come back. Hopefully they all make it back. Hopefully soon as well. He's getting jealous too. He wants a little drink. Oh, everyone wants a drink now, do they? But, well, hasn't been as great start to the season as I like, but yeah, we're getting there. Slowly trickling back in. Let's wait around, see what else comes back. Oop. I think a falcon must be chasing those 2. They just come back. Come on! Otherwise they wouldn't be carrying on like this. He made it back, girl. Oh, maybe he might be a little bit sore. Alright, come on. To the loft, let's go. She's really scared. Oh yeah, definitely. Falcon somewhere here. They only go in there when we got falcons, so they're up on the top here. Got one of our mealy hens. And then one of our special ring birds as well. It's made it back, so I'm not going to scare them out. I'm just going to let them calm down for a bit. You see they're panting quite heavily. Not a successful day, I'll tell you. But obviously the falcon's sort of chasing them back here. We'll just wait and see when they come in. I don't think they're injured, which is good. So we'll just wait. Hopefully a few more come in. So there he is there. He's looking for him. That's an absolute pain. This bird's got it hard enough as it is coming in. And then we've got this falcon looking for him. So hopefully they'll get back in there okay. But this is what he's doing. He's just waiting for him to come back. I'd say my season's nearly done before it even started at this rate. We're not having good luck. He's not having much success in getting birds anyway, but he just really gives them a hard time. We'll hang back, see how we go. The weather's not too bad actually. A few little drizzles. Birds come back. We had another hen come back just before, and we got those 2 that are sitting in the shed there, which is fine. They were getting hit pretty hard, so yeah, not much I can do really. All right, day's getting on. We've probably got about another hour and a half left. A possible time the birds might make it back. We had a little bit of a shower come through. Probably the only really bit of rain we've had today, which was a fair bit. We've got a few birds back. We're still missing quite a few. I think we've got 17 back maybe out of the 30-ish that we sent. Yeah, it's not looking too good at the moment, but I reckon in the morning there'll be a few birds that do come back. So hopefully tomorrow we'll do a bit of an update, what birds come back. At this point, I won't be tossing again tomorrow, so we'll hold them. Maybe we might have to try and toss next weekend. I think we'll get a few birds back over the next few days. Most of them I'll say back tomorrow. They have been split up. You'll see in the videos I've been come back in singles or pairs. And also those falcons have been chasing them as well. So hasn't been a pleasant day for them, but the birds that did come back have done really well. And what I've been doing in the meantime as well, I'll show you that. We'll probably have a bit better look as we go along. Been working on this little loft as well, the original loft. Did plan on probably pulling it apart or whatnot, but yeah, I thought we'll just try and utilise it for some other bits and pieces. So what I've done, replaced where the Sputnik was, I took all the timber out of there, and we'll show you inside in a moment. But what I did is just put some real heavy duty wire on there so the birds can sort of come up here and have a bit of a look. And what else I did as well, I put in a little bit of a ventilation, not too much. I set it, I can preset it here, so it's about 15, 20, maybe about 15 mil along there. So enough for air to go, but not enough for the water to get in there, because we do get a bit of weather coming in from this direction. So yeah, been reasonably busy today, sort of doing a few odd jobs around there, burning off and working on this. But yeah, basically while I was waiting for the birds. What else I did today, I put in this little board here so the birds can sort of come here, sit up here, have a bit of a look around. It is reasonably private here for them, so it's not too bad. This loft will be pretty utilisable, I think. We'll do what we can with it, and also put in the original perches that are in here, back in here. They're a little bit, they were out in the rain over the last few days, so I've just screwed them up and they will dry out, and then we'll come back in here, give them a clean. I've set them off the wall this time around, so it's really easy to clean. And also what I did as well, pulled off all the bars on the front of here, and then just put little bits of wire on there, this same stuff that we've used over here. And hopefully, I'm not sure whether we'll breed in here or not, but I'm just thought, you know, I've got this little loft, we might as well sort of utilize it as best as possible. So we'll see how we go. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those bottom ones in there yet, but I haven't had enough time to get in there and sort of really give it a good tidy up. I need to come through here, give it a good clean, and then I'll give it a good disinfect as well. And if I can find some paint, we'll do a bit of painting as well. Let's come along, got a fair bit done. It's pretty, birds can go in there now if we really need to. Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Hasn't been a fantastic day, neither's the last few weeks, so yeah, stay tuned. I'll probably update you guys in the next day, probably tomorrow, what's going on, and hopefully we've got some more birds back tomorrow. So catch you later.